Yeah. All right, guys. So Undecember, right? Great game, full of stuff. I'm gonna show you some of the melee builds you gotta try. So this is the first melee build that I had the absolute most fun with. Let's get into the deep dive of what it is, what it does, and what you need to make it work. It's a flicker strike, and you're gonna love it. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a skill called Quick Slash, and what it is awaken. It's got the verity effect to it. Now, what it does when it gets verity is it gets this chain attack type of build. So it's like you're flicker striking around enemies all the time. There's a lot of perks that you get on there, but one of the biggest like drawbacks to it is when you make it the verity version, it gives itself a cooldown. The skill gets a cooldown of 1.7 seconds basically, and your whole goal after that is to lower that cooldown to get it as low as you can. But there's not a simple way of doing that. The only way to really do that is by boosting the amount of earth energy you have or getting some particular unique items. Let's look at those unique items right now. Now, Glimmer Point is probably going to be the first one on your list to grab because what it's going to do is it's going to add to your chain count and it's going to give you a really high force chain attack cooldown, okay? So you're going to get a 55% cooldown on it, making it where you can pop this skill way more often. Another little added bonus for additional damage is for each chain attack you get a 4% damage amplification. So that just helps you deal more damage with the skill. The next item I really recommend is the Link of Expiration. It gives you plus chain, plus damage, plus hit rate, and it gives you a 10% cooldown. This just helps. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like my build's complete, but the next thing is Landkeeper's Badge. You're going to get some HP, some health regeneration, but one of the big things is it's going to remove amount of earth energy you can hold, meaning you can get the maximum stacks of earth energy faster, but keep in mind, for each stack of earth energy you have, you're going to get a damage reduction, which is going to just help for survivability. So this is important as well. We'll do a quick deep dive over all of your passive skills. You know, this is not really set in stone. You can adjust this however you feel. The biggest piece about it is whenever you go to like your bigger skill trees, they're going to be the ones that are going to give you either attack speed amplification, damage amplification, or health amplification. Just depending on your playstyle, you might run this a different way. What I have set up here just gives me some of the fastest attack, the most health regeneration, and the most health back for you. Now, the newest skill tree that you can do is respiration. So I went with attack speed and regeneration. This is really going to help me overall survive. These are things that, like I say, you may go a different way on these skill trees. It's just depending on what fits you, or maybe you know something I don't that can make the skill set a little bit better. But we're going with a lot of health, a little bit of movement speed, mostly attack speed for the chains themselves. So the more you can chain with the bonuses, attack speed is going to make it where you actually teleport or flicker faster around. So it is important to have a decent amount of attack speed, a decent amount of health, and health absorb just again for that survivability. Let's have a gander at our link runes that we have going on as well. Let's look at that real fast. All right, so the link rune breakdown. So with Quick Slash, we are running Fighting Spirit, Grand Approach. These two alone give you a high amount of damage reduction and quite a bit of damage amplification for your skill. Savagery just going to give you a little more range so you can kind of hit enemies for a farther chain. Of course, quick attack, faster attacks normally means higher DPS. You throw on Mana Storm just to get a little more damage out of that bad boy as well. We're running Blade of Death with Extract Energy. Extract Energy is pretty nice because it helps you keep your earth energy up, which is really helping you with your damage reduction. And then, I mean, there's a multitude of other little skills, which, like, again, guys, you may be floating around trying different things that work. This is just what I use. I find it effective, and I like it a lot. We're going to have another favorite build, guys, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and come back to the channel so we can see you again.